I'm Jessica Walker. I'm a primary therapist here at ViewPoint Center, and welcome to Clinical Corner. So today I'm going to be talking about reflective listening. I wanted to talk about this today because I think it's so important and it gets skipped over a lot, including myself. I skip over it also, but it's so important. So the basics of reflective listening is that when you are talking with either your child, a spouse, a friend, family, pretty much anyone that you're talking to, is that you're showing that you are listening to them. So active listening is I'm sitting there, I can either nod, I can add in some filler words of, okay, yeah, I can do that, right? Don't be patronizing, we don't like that. But you can be genuine in that. That's part of reflective listening, is showing that I'm engaged, I'm listening to you, I'm here. And then the other piece is to reflect it back. So where you say, okay, what I hear you saying is, or what I'm getting that you're feeling is. So it's important to have those two parts. So your body language, what you're doing with your face, with your body, with your tone of voice, and then reflecting back what they are saying to you. So it gets really hard and it's really tricky because a lot of the time we want to share our opinion of what the other person is saying. So that's really hard not to do, and sometimes we don't even realize we're doing that, including myself. And so I have to catch myself, wait a second. They don't necessarily want to hear what I think about what they're feeling or thinking. I just need to listen and have them feel they're heard. So the way they feel heard is I say, okay, so you're saying to me that you saw Sally at school today and she didn't talk to you and you feel pretty sad about that. Yeah, thanks mom, that is how I feel. Okay, great. We can easily go into problem solving mode. That's not what it's about when we're just focusing on reflective listening. We want to connect with them. We want to let them know I heard you, I see you, I feel you, I hear you, by reflecting back to them. This is what you are saying. So again, don't fix the problem. Don't go into problem solving mode. Just listen with your body, with everything that you have, and reflect back what they're saying. So practice that, catch yourself, pay attention to what you're doing with your mind, with your ears, everything when you are talking to people out there in the world. Okay, so how we do this at ViewPoint Center is our family sessions. I really try to capitalize on that, and that will be one of the first skills I work on with families is reflective listening. So I'll teach it, I'll say what it is, just like I did here, and then we'll practice it. So I'll say, okay, what are we going to talk about today? And usually we have a few topics that we're going to talk about. Typically the kid starts talking about it, and then parents, I see this so often, will jump right to fixing the problem or sharing their perspective. Well, no, this is what I think happened, or no, this is why that's a problem. And so I will jump and I'll say, hold on, so pause for a second. Right here, we're going to practice the reflective listening. So mom, dad, what did you hear Ginny say? And I'll guide you and work through that right there in the moment. And I love that, and we'll laugh about it sometimes, because sometimes, and a lot of times it's our parents, they have such a hard time. It's like, wait, I thought I was doing it. And so we work through that. We laugh through that, I coach you in that, and then we just keep practicing that. So we do that the first session, and then that's our foundation of how to communicate with each other in those family sessions as we go through the rest of your time here. So with our staff, therapists, nursing with the kids, we all try to practice this as well, the reflective listening. And so we talk about that in our group sessions. So staff are in those, kids are in those, therapists are there, and we talk about communication styles. If there's a breakdown in communication, we'll talk about that in the group to say, hey, what's going on here? And sometimes we'll hear the kids say, well, this therapist isn't listening to me, or this staff isn't, so we'll talk about it. And we'll say, okay, what's going on? And so we really practice those skills here. We practice the reflective listening here as a basic foundation, a basic skill to really communicating, building connection with each other. Okay, well, thanks for joining me for Clinical Corner today. If you have any other questions about ViewPoint or reflective listening, please reach out to our admissions.